everything changes.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Good Killer here, and today I'm bringing you a brand new Storytime Wednesday. And sorry for the lack of uploads yesterday. I would have uploaded yesterday, but Upload Studio on Xbox One was having some very annoying issues with not letting the upload finish when it uploads. It rendered okay, but it just had problems uploading, and I didn't know why, so I'm doing this now hoping that it will work. I've already did this video 3 times, but it just didn't want to work. Anyways, let's get into this video. Now, story topic is going to be, well, the title of the video, but yeah. Alright, so let's get into this video. So, it was about 5th grade, long time ago, very long time ago from now. I think my brother might have taken me to class my first day. I don't know, I'm not sure, but anyway, I walked into class. I seen one of my old friends from 4th grade, so he was like the only person I knew in there, and I was also a really shy kid, so I didn't really talk to many people because I was just me. I was just really extremely shy person. I didn't really let up my shyness till about high school, and then I go and sit by my friend, and he has 2 seats open next to him, so I sat down next to him, of course. Blech, I feel like I'm saying words wrong. Anyway, we were going to do this first page on, you know how teachers on the first day usually want to get to know you by giving you this paper that you write things down that you don't like and you like. Basically, yeah, we had to do that, and I went to sharpen my pencil, and when I sat back down, my friend told me that there's this girl that keeps staring at me. And you know how when someone stares at you, you usually just glance, not staring at them back, because yeah, I don't like to stare at people back, but I'd usually glance, just glance, like keep looking straight, but in the corner of your eye, you'll see them looking at you, and look back at my paper, and I was like, what's the deal with her? And my friend's like, I don't know, but she's been staring at you half this period. I'm like, okay. And we went over to our next class, and still staring at me. I'm like, okay. And I'm just getting used to this new school because I just transferred to this school, and I think I was only at this school for like a year though, because all my friends left and most of the people I knew left the school. And fast forward through more boring school time. It was about, I'm gonna say the middle of the year, or no, a little in between the middle and the beginning of the year. And then I gained some more friends, and I gained probably about 2 more friends, and the teacher switched up the desk in the classroom, so there was 3 groups of 4 desks, like combined 4 desks into one group of 4. So like 4 people could sit by each other. 2 people and then 2 people, like 2 and 2, like 2 across from each other, like not 4 in a straight line, 4 in like a group. And there was 3 groups of 4, and then there was like a little L shape of desk going, I can't say desks. Sounds weird. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Yeah. Anyways, I'm pretty sure we were the group next to the door. And I remember this one time I sat down and I'm sharpening my pencil yet again because I write really hard and my pencil like always breaks from the pressure. Because if I don't write hard, my handwriting is super sloppy. I don't know if it's the same for you guys or not. And then basically I sat down, and this is when she starts bullying me. Now, I did not know because I was not very educated on how girls acted. I didn't know when a girl picks on you, that means they like you. I didn't know that. Or I probably would have acted differently. Little breath there in the mic. I might edit that out. Probably not though. Anyway. Fast forward through more boring school time. She picked on me. I remember this one time. And she did something to my seat or something. And she apparently yanked my seat when I was gonna sit down, but I actually didn't fall. I almost fell, but I went to sit down, and I was like, did she really just do that? My friends seen it that were sitting across from me, because there was 4 of us, and they didn't say anything. Now you might think, what kind of friends are those? Well, they are some pretty good friends, but I mean, let's be honest, I would probably do the same, so at least I would. Yeah, it was just like that. Alright, more boring school time, fast forward through the year. It was about the middle of the year. Gym class. Now, no one came to school that day for some reason, and I don't know why. There was like only one of my friends came to school, the girl I liked, which will rename that, I can't even talk, and remain anonymous. But yeah, we're in gym class, and we played this game you had to have your partner's leg tied up to your leg. So me and my friend's leg were tied together, and it was this weird game where you had to hop or like run or walk, or maybe there was no running or walking, but it was a pain either way. I didn't know like anything about this game. I heard how to play, and I actually did pretty good at the game. Someone, please tell me in the comments if you guys know what this game is. I really hope someone does know what this game is, because I would really like to find out. And, yeah. So, we were the last 2 teams left. And let's just say it was a tie because we had the same amount of points, but she like fell on top of me. A little bit of a breath there. She fell on top of me. It was nothing awkward. I thought something was gonna go down. She looked at me weird on top of me. Now in my mind I was like, whoa, shit, is wildly real. And yeah, it's just nothing happens from there except for the teacher lets us go get a drink after class is over, and pretty much after that happened we had to put everything away and class was over for the day, or gym class. So the teacher lets us go get a drink after gym, so we're in the hallway getting a drink, and I remember I stepped up there. She was in front of me for some reason, and she already got a drink. I was like, okay. And then I went to get my drink from the fountain, and she just like pushes my head in front of the part that squirts water, and I get water in my eyes and my nose. I was like, what did you do that for? Well, I didn't say that, but that's in my mind, that's what I said, because I was extremely shy, and yeah. Anyway, fast forward through more boring school time. It was about the middle of the year. Yeah, it was about the middle of the year, and it was math class. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was math, and we all sat down. I'm very terrible at math, so I never paid attention. I usually just drawed on my paper. Drew. I say drawed. But I drew on my paper. I cannot talk today. But, yeah. And I seen her, like, making out with this, like, magazine. I was like, what is going on? And I go to sharpen my pencil because I'm really curious why she's like smashing this magazine. I'm like, bruh, there must be something really good on that magazine, like a secret porn magazine or something. But I walked by, I didn't see it the first time, but on my way walking back, I see it was a WWE magazine with a WWE superstar on it. I don't know, it's like the one guy that's married to Stephanie McMahon. I don't know what, Triple H, yeah, it was a Triple H with long hair, because he had long hair back then. I was like, you know, I wasn't really judging, because we all have our own famous crushes. It happens. At least I've had a few that I'm not going to name that will be weird and embarrassing for me, so I'm not going to. But anyways, we've all had our famous crushes, so I'm just like, well, that was weird. I've never seen that before. And I go sit down. I'm confused if I said sit or sad, but yep. I sat down. She's looking mildly good that day, so I'm not one to usually stare, but she was actually looking good, so I actually did look. And the one time I actually look at her, she surprises me with pretty meanish attitude, being like, yeah, or stop staring at me. You know, I'm not up front, so contract completed. I don't get girls' logic where they could stare at you, but you can't stare at them. It doesn't make any sense. And I never stare. That's like the one time I did, and then it's like, no, like straight serious look, like don't look at me. It was great though. Stretch. I'm at like not edit that out though, cause yeah, I don't feel like it, and this is like my third time recording this. And well, first off, it was about fast forwarding through more school time. I don't even know if that made any sense. Yeah. Anyways, fast forward through more school time. It was the in between the middle and the end of the year, and I go to history class. Now, in history class, whoa, excuse me, I thought I had a burp. And we get this current event that we have to do. No, we have to talk about something big news event, some kind of big news event that happened during the day. And or night, just some kind of big news event that we had to talk about, and we had to talk about it in 3 sentences, and we had to talk about something, even if it was anything. And we all go in, get a piece of paper, and sit down and start to write about it, just a regular piece of notebook paper. And I think she grabbed 2, and she started writing a note to me, and she passed it to her friend, and she passed it to my friend, and my friend passed it to me. And our friends were both, her friend and my friend were kind of nosy and looked at the note that we were passing to each other, because, you know, I'm not much to be a popular kid, and that year, that 1 year of school, me and her were like pretty popular kids in the classroom, and I was good with everybody in there, and she was good with everybody in there, so I kind of understand why they would look at them. But yeah, and shit got real. We talked about some pretty intimate stuff in there, and it was mildly intimate in some questions, and luckily, but the only bad thing that happened is the teacher picked them up, or the last letter that we wrote. We threw the other ones away or something, or someone kept the other one, but, and then, yeah, it was kind of awkward when the teacher picked it up, because luckily he didn't read the really intimate parts, but he read some of the questions, and we got so embarrassed, and I just wanted to like hide under my textbook that entire period of the day. I was like, no. But no. Anyway, well, that was the note part of it, and sadly, probably could have talked more intimate, but it was notes, so we kind of had a feeling the teacher would eventually catch it. That's why we didn't talk about some things. But it's not like nowadays where you can like text your girl that you like and be like, hey, and on Kik or Facebook Messenger or Twitter or anything like that. It was just notes, all old school stuff. I mean, they had phones back then, but they were just like flip phones, and it was like, how are you gonna text somebody on a flip phone? I didn't even know how to text on a flip phone back then. I was just like, what is this? And then like a couple years after that, they came out with like a phone that slides, and then the first iPhone, and yeah, it was all came up pretty quickly. But back to the story. Skip through more school time, and it was the end of the year. Yeah, it was about a couple weeks before the last day of school. and it was history class again. The teacher put on this fairly boring thing about Romans and gladiators, and I was just falling asleep at the first 5 or 10 minutes, because teacher rolled in one of them big box TVs on a stand with tapes, and we had to watch it. It was hooked up to a DVD player, and we had to pull chairs up to it, and then, yeah, there was no projectors hooked up to computers or any of that stuff yet. It's just all really old school stuff. And we basically had, what was it, 4 groups of 5 chairs in rows. So it was, each row there was 5 chairs, and there was 4 rows. And I was in the first row with 2 of my friends beside me on the left, and the girl that I liked was on my right, and her friend. And I fell asleep. My friend taps my shoulder on my left and keeps bugging me to wake up. So I wake up and I'm like, what do you want? Because I was having a good sleep. And he points to my right, and she's sleeping on my chest / shoulder. Now, I was like, in my mind, I was like, did she do that on purpose? Like, she had to do that on purpose? Or was this just an accident and she just, like, moved her head over to me? But yeah, it was kinda weird and awkward when she woke up, and yeah. But now, fast forward to the end of the year. This is the very end of the year. Now, she and me were the last ones, like, they're the only ones to be putting up chairs, because it was probably Friday, and yeah, it was definitely Friday, and we had 2 more days of school left after that, so we had to come back Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, no, it was pretty stupid. Why didn't they just end it Friday? But you know, school systems are weird. But me and her are the only ones that are putting up chairs, and we eventually meet up at the same spot, because she was at the other side of the classroom and I was the other side, and we meet up, and I was just curious in the back of my mind, did she like me? So I asked her straight up, because it really seemed like it. I mean, the notes, the questions on the notes, like, we had a lot of fun in gym together, and oh my god, that kill was amazing. But we had a lot of fun in gym, and we had a lot of fun the notes, and I asked her, and luckily she was completely honest with me. I do like that. I do love the honesty, I will say that. And I asked her straight up, she sighed, and everyone else was watching a movie, so they weren't even hearing the conversation, because movie was playing. This was like a different movie than the other time, though. It was like just a normal children's movie. And I asked her, she sighed, she said she used to like me, but she just don't. Like, I don't know how you could stop liking somebody in the same year. Like, the crushes that I've had on girls in class have lasted for more than a year. Like, maybe a year and into the summer. That's when I quit liking this person. I don't know if it was too shy, because I was really shy, and I can imagine asking someone to go out and like, or start dating in 5th grade would be kind of weird. So that was probably one of the weird things. But it all turned out for the better. I mean, I found someone else that summer, so with the same name as her too. So it was kind of nice, weird, and coinky-dinkish. But she said she used to, and me and her were the last 2 kids in there, and I was just standing in that same spot that I was standing in. Her dad came and got her first, and I think I was like one of the last 3 people to leave in the classroom, and I was just standing there, pretty much kicking the ground. It's like I just got denied, and it did hurt a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. It hurt quite a bit, and that was like one of the first layers to me having a dark personality. But I hope you guys enjoy this video, because that was pretty much the end of the story. This story. Check out the other guys' videos. Dylan does the top plays Rainbow Six Siege every week on Tuesday. We are gonna start streaming on Friday. Go check that out. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and enjoy the rest of the gameplay. And peace, guys.
Wreck confirmed. Night takedown. 2 minutes remain.